Hey, this is Adam Torres, and I'm here to tell you that it has never been easier to start your very own podcast. At Mission Matters, our goal is to amplify stories that matter. That means we want to help you start your podcast because your story matters. We can do this in 3 different ways. 1, join our podcast school and take a free or paid course. 2, visit our resources page where we've already figured out what you need, such as where to host your podcast. Or 3, heck, we can even do everything for you through our podcast agency, including editing for cheaper than you can do in-house. Oh, and no contract, service is month to month. Get started by heading over to missionmatters.com and click on Start a Podcast. All right, now let's get into the show.
Hey, I'd like to welcome you to another episode of the Mission Matters Startup Garage Podcast, your source for all things startup. My name is Adam Torres. You can follow me on Instagram at AskAdamTorres. Keep up with my book releases, book tour schedule, signings, all that other good stuff. Always love to connect with you there. And as always, if you'd like to apply to become a co-author of one of my upcoming books, just head on over to the website, missionmatters.com, and click on Become an Author to apply. All right, so today I have Roman Tsarovsky on the line. He's CEO and founder over at Ally. Roman, welcome to the show.
Hey, Adam, it's a pleasure to be here. Thank you so much for making time for me.
So excited to get today's topic. We're going to talk about your company, Ally. But before we do that, let's get a little bit further into your background. So how'd you get started in your career and in business?
Perfect. So I come from a background of automation, machine learning, heavy in technology, and over the past 10 years, I've consulted and helped build over 600 businesses. I really believe that businesses need to grow, prosper, and do things correctly, and a lot of people might not have the tools or knowledge to do that themselves. So it's kind of my mission to help as many businesses as possible become profitable, make a lot of money, and kind of grow and provide their products or services to the masses efficiently, cost effectively, and pretty much kind of own the market. So,
That's awesome. And that's a lot of businesses. You started quite a few businesses. So I'm excited. I think it's also a great transition. So let's get into the one that we're going to talk about today. So Ally. So tell us a little bit more about this one, please.
Sure. So Ally is a software as a service platform that provides enterprise technologies to businesses, drivers, and ultimately provides services to the end consumers. The general principle is that businesses right now are suffering. They have services out there like Postmates, DoorDash, Grubhub, E24 that they depend on, but those businesses also eat through their profit margin. So our business model is about providing businesses an iOS, Android, or web experience that lets them own their relationship with the customer, let them market, advertise, sell their products directly, get recurring traffic, but also get access to our workforce of drivers. So right now we have around 78,000 drivers all over the United States, and those drivers are kind of with the same incentive and software. So we provide those drivers with a software that gets them access to these orders and lets them make 100%. So the main difference between us and other players in the industry is we do not take any commission from the merchant side or the driver side. Therefore, drivers make 100%. They're able to get and make more money to feed their family and lower the cost for the delivery for the business as well as the customer. And then the business gets access to offer on-demand, same day, next day, 1 hour, 30-minute, whatever have you, delivery, and be very competitive in the market.
That's awesome. So then what is the profit model for it then? I love it, by the way, that the drivers actually are getting 100%. That's awesome. So then where does the profit come from? What's the model?
So it's software as a service strictly. So from the businesses side, we charge $250 per location per month that gets them access to the iOS and Android and web platforms. We have POS integration into all of the POS systems and kind of automate their whole process, inventory management, whatever they might need. From the driver side, it's free up until they make $1,000. Then it's $99 for that month, and then it stops there. So if the driver makes $1,000 or $50,000 that month, it doesn't matter. He's just paying us that $99 for that month. And let's say next month, if he decides to just do it on and off and he only makes $800, it's completely free for him.
Wow, what an amazing idea. That's awesome. I mean, and because when you think about it, like, so anybody that's listening to this, I know I got a ton of drivers listening to this, and it just makes sense. You figure, I mean, $100 just buying it as service versus a percentage or whatever they're getting there. I mean, that's like in one day, I'm guessing they pay for the app if they're doing a solid day, possibly, right? And versus for the month versus giving a percentage of what you're making every single day.
Yeah, it's really crazy. I don't know if you know some of the commission rates, but from the merchant side, they pay anywhere between 8 to 33%, and from the driver's side, they lose anywhere between 25 to 42%.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing. That's crazy. So, what has been your response, and what's been the feedback on this so far?
So businesses absolutely love this. Our clients are kind of dying to sign up. We're getting a lot of inquiries on a daily basis. We consult with them. We find out where their kind of their fallbacks are, their pain points. We kind of show them our technology. They follow with it. They start putting their products. By the way, this is a completely white-labeled app, so it's not a marketplace. Eventually, later in the future, we will want to launch a marketplace that will kind of provide additional traffic to all of these businesses. But it's something that the businesses really want because they want to grow their own brand and they want to own their data. They want to make sure that they service their customers because currently they can't. They're not always up to date on if a customer's having bad experience or if something goes wrong with an order, and it's very difficult for them to fix it. This way, it's very hands-on, and they can actually kind of get involved in the transaction. And from the driver side, we have drivers kind of begging to be on the platform and referring their friends and kind of going over. So I've seen drivers make up to $8,000 on our platform.
Wow, and the interesting thing on my end is I'm thinking about it, and I'm like, as people, you're disrupting the disruptors. So that disrupted remember the whole taxi thing and things like that. That'd be interesting because you're obviously this company's going to continue to grow and skyrocket, and it just makes sense. So just like all the other companies took some time, as this company gets bigger, it'll be interesting to see how those that kind of disrupted the taxis, right, and whatnot, are now being disrupted by Ally, and to see what their response is to that. I think it's just a super interesting time to get to see how you're shaking up the industry. So I'm really excited to see this, and I mean, there's winners all around. So I mean, drivers, the marketplace, all that. I mean, it's good stuff. So Roman, that being said, I'm definitely going to be following this company and its growth because I think it's really super interesting what you're doing. If somebody is listening to this and they want more information on Ally, I mean, what's the best way for them to learn more about it and to get involved?
Sure, thank you. So the easiest ways to visit our website is just AllyNow, ALLYNOW.com. They can find out all of the information. Businesses can get more information, schedule a demo or just an appointment with myself or any one of our staff, and then drivers can actually get started. They can even download our application, which is called Service Ally, that's on Android and iOS, and they can just apply there as well.
Fantastic. Well, Roman, really appreciate you coming on the show today and sharing more about your background as an entrepreneur and also all the great work that you're doing over at Ally. And to the audience, as always, thank you for tuning in. Hope you got a lot of value out of this. If you did, don't forget to subscribe to the podcast, leave me a review on the Apple iTunes Store, and if you're watching this on our YouTube channel, Mission Matters Startup Garage, definitely leave us a review there, but also leave us some comments in the video. Love to know what kind of projects and things that you're working on. And Roman, thanks again for coming on the show.
Thank you, Adam. Such a pleasure.